Hi all, in this video we will try to understand how to check education in KP astrology. In KP astrology we use what is called as the cuspal chart that is prepared by Placidus method that is going to show you the correct houses for your planets. So it's not the regular Lagna chart or the Rashi chart that you see in the Parashari system. The KP astrology chart is the Bhavachalit, the Cuspal chart that involves the Placidus method. So in order to see this chart, you download KP Stellar software from Google Play Store, give your birth details and get the Cuspal chart. And in Parashari system, we generally check the fourth house for plus one and plus two education, and then for bachelor degree we check the fifth house energy, and for higher education like master degree or any kind of doctoral program or postdoctoral program, we generally check the ninth house related energy. But in the KP astrology for education, we check the fourth house and also the ninth house. So fourth house is given more importance to check the normal education, and the ninth house is given more importance to check higher education and research oriented study and higher learning in KP astrology. So always remember, in KP astrology your point of reference is fourth house and then ninth house. These two houses are very much important when you want to check education. Now, second house also we check. See, the fundamental thing in KP astrology is, if you want to check one thing, it cannot be decided by a single house. That is a fundamental principle, right? Because every aspect in your life is decided by a group of houses. So we'll get to know some idea in this video for sure about this. So why we check second house also for education? Because second house represents Vaksthana, that is your house of speech. So that house of speech is very much important for education, right? So definitely you need to check the contribution of second house for education. And then we also check the 10th house, which is the karma house, that shows the action you contribute in the field of learning. Any kind of karma can be understood by 10th house. So learning is also a kind of karma, it's a kind of action. So 10th house energy is also very much important. The 11th house shows acquisition in the field of learning. So how much you finally acquire by understanding by reading something. So that is a fundamental thing. So that's for that 11th house is very important, because basically 11th house represents fulfillment of desires, a fulfillment of your acquisition in the field of learning is also seen by the 11th house. So you need to consider the houses 2, 4, 9, 10 and 11 whenever you're checking the aspect of education in a particular chart. So I'm repeating, the houses 2, 4, 9, 10 and 11 are very much important when you want to check education, because second house represents the speech, that is very important in education, and fourth house is the main house for education, and ninth house is the house of higher learning and research, and 10th house is the karma house. It's the kind of learning you do, means that is also a karma, right? So 10th house is very much important, and finally you're able to acquire the knowledge or not, the fulfillment is done or not, that is decided by the 11th house. That's why 2, 4, 9, 10 and 11 houses are very much important for education in KP astrology. And then these houses are good enough. So what else I need to check if I want to understand the aspect of education more and more clearly, more accurately? Then comes the third house also, because third house represents your mental inclination, your concentration, your focus, courage and confidence. So third cuspal sublord gives the indications of these energies. How much the person is focused, what kind of, how much concentration the particular guy has, right? These are all decided by your third cuspal sublord. Your third house energy is very much important. And then you may ask, okay, third house energy is also very good, let's say concentration and all the things are very good, then what else we need to check? We can also check the sixth house. Why? Sixth house is one of the upachaya houses, that is 3, 6, 10, 11 houses are called as upachaya houses in Vedic astrology. And this particular sixth house is one of those houses, and the sixth house is very much important for competitive examinations, because in this current world, you always, if you want to get a seat, you generally write a competitive exam. So if you are successful in that competitive exam, you can get the desired seat, right? So success in examinations, the competitive examinations, that is very much important. So that is seen by your sixth house. So generally planets in upachaya houses, if they are naturally malefic, then they set to promote success and prosperity in life. So 3, 6, 10, 11 houses are called as the upachaya houses. So actually, if there are any natural malefic planets, see, there is a concept called as natural malefic and functional malefic. What is natural malefic? Natural malefic is, by nature they are malefic, like Rahu, Ketu, Saturn and Mars. These are the natural malefic planets. And what about the functional malefic planets? Functional malefic planets are with respect to your ascendant. So here in 3, 6, 10, 11, that are the upachaya houses, whenever you find the natural malefic planets, you better understand that energy is very good, because the natural malefic energy in 3, 6, 10, 11 is very good. It's one of the Parashari principles also. When you have natural malefics in 3, 6, 10, 11, you will see success and prosperity in life. So if your sixth house energy filled with the natural malefics like Rahu, Ketu, or Mars or Saturn, right? Then that is good actually for competitive exams, and the competitive exams related, the success in examinations and all the stuff. That's very good. Please check your Kaspal chart, not the regular Parashari chart. Okay. Then Mercury is the Vijaya Karaka, right? We know Mercury gives the education. Mercury. So whenever you want to know more information about your educational capacity, about your higher learning capacity, then you always check Mercury, because Mercury decides your academic knowledge. Mercury is a karaka of your academic knowledge, that is the Vidya Karaka. Mercury is also called as the Vidya Karaka. But this particular Mercury, if it is in sixth house, that is not at all auspicious, that is treated as inauspicious for education. And please check your Kaspal chart, not the regular Lagna chart or not the regular Rashi chart. Please check the Kaspal chart you get from KP Stellar or any other KP astrology software. So that gives you exact KP chart. So in that, so if Mercury is present in the sixth house, that is not at all auspicious. That is even more, it's detrimental to that particular, to education, you can say. So we'll talk more about how to check education in KP astrology in our upcoming videos, because the rashis in which these particular planets are present, they also give a lot of information, because rashi energy is also important. Not only the planet energy, not only the nakshatra energy, then the rashi energy, the kind of rashi in which, see, rashis are divided based on so many factors, right? Some rashis are barren, some rashis are fire, or some rashis, you can say, right, based on that, based on the different nature. Let's say a rashi can be fire, earth, or air, or water. So how these things really tell something about your education. See, if you have air energy more, you may be interested in some subjects more. If you have more water related energy, then your interest would be in some other fields in the learning, right? Then if it is earth, right, what kind of significance it has. So these kind of things we'll try to understand in our upcoming videos. Thanks for watching this video.